Welcome to the Romance Podcast. And man, what a busy couple weeks it's been since our last episode.
Yes.
And if you're watching on YouTube right now, I will explain the cowboy hat later in the episode. It all has to do with our new kind of gig with Fox 32 Chicago on TV.
And if you're only listening, he's wearing a cowboy hat.
I think they got that from what I said.
Just in case you're wondering what.
or if you follow our socials, there's been some cowboy hat action as well. We'll get to that again down the road in this episode, but we have a new partnership with Fox 32 Chicago. Now, if you're in Chicago, there's 5 major networks, and Fox is definitely one of them. And we're very, very excited to partner up with them. Kenzie, why don't you kind of tell them what our new role with Fox is?
Yeah, so essentially, I mean, I guess we don't have an official title, but we're going to basically be entertainment reporters, so to speak, for them. Really boots on the ground, no pun intended with your cowboy hat, but boots on the ground, everything going on in Chicago, weekend recaps, what to do, every kind of breaking entertainment. This is where we live. This is what we're best at. Obviously, radio history, music history, Chicagoans for life. This is just who we are.
Yeah.
And we're bringing that local entertainment angle as people who go to everything and are part of everything all the time. So it's really exciting.
We are very excited. And honestly, we've been talking to Fox for a very long time, and it kind of finally came to fruition in this role. Now, mind you, we don't have business cards that say entertainment reporter. So we don't know what our exact title is. Basically, we're going to bring the fun. We're going to bring the fun, the entertainment, the energy. And that started last Friday on Fox 32 Chicago.
Last Thursday, actually. Sorry, honey.
I'm so sorry. You're right. Thursday.
I don't want to correct you in front of everybody, but
it felt like a Friday, right?
It did. It really jacked me up for work the next day, I have to say.
So it was our first time being on their show called Chicago Now. It was live. So let's explain that day for us. Last Thursday, like you said. My girl wakes up early in the morning because she's still doing her morning show on Q101.
Right. So I still have to do that. I still have to do my real for real full-time job. So boom, morning show, Q101.
Yes.
Then hair and makeup as quickly as I can possibly do it. And you may be thinking, just wake up earlier to do it before you go to the morning show. 1, no. How dare you? Because I'm already up at 3:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
2, my makeup, if I'm going on at 11 or what it was kind of a fluid time. It was you're going to go on early. I'm like, okay. So my makeup 6 or 7 hours later isn't going to look that great. We're going to get creasing. So then hair and makeup quickly changed. And then we headed over to the Fox Studios in downtown Chicago. We did 3 different hits, just going over what is happening at Windy City Smokeout. Just kickoff celebration, all the details, lots of funny stories from years prior that we've been, things to look forward to. We gave that full-blown recap.
Well, I would say also, too, that first segment wasn't just Windy City Smokeout. It was literally how we met. It was
also Meet Kenzie and Roman the Fox viewers.
It was Meet Kenzie and Roman and talking about this podcast and talking about do we want more kids? All the things that you guys know about because y'all listen to every episode.
Yes.
But we had a 15-minute hit. That first hit was 15 minutes of us just kind of explaining who we are and what we do and where we came from. The co-host that day was Tia and Justine. Could not have been nicer to us.
Yes.
The entire behind the scenes crew, if you will, Jenna, Delaney, and Serena were awesome. They really, honestly, the whole team welcomed us with open arms, and it made us feel really, really at home and comfortable, which is important because if you're dealing with a bunch of stiffs, it makes the whole experience not as fun. This was a great, great experience on our first time live on Fox 32 Chicago.
Yeah, we had an absolute blast, great experience. But once we got done with about 45 minutes of TV, because we did 3 separate hits, they were long, which was awesome because you don't always get that in TV.
Yeah.
They sent us to the bathroom so we could change because then we went to go film tons of, like I said earlier, boots on the ground. They wanted stuff they could play all weekend. And then for a recap on Monday of Windy City Smokeout. So
enter my cowboy hat. That's why I'm wearing the cowboy hat. We'll get to that segment. We did 3 segments. The first segment we did, and by the way, they're all on Instagram at Fox 32 Chicago. Actually, they collaborated with us, so they're actually at Kenzie and Roman as well.
Yes.
So go check them out. But the first segment we did was really, really cool. It was the food segment where literally we got to go, thanks to you kind of handpicked 4 items on the Windy City Smokeout menu, if you will, 4 different vendors, and we got to go taste test all those different meals you picked out, and we got to eat them, and we got to kind of give the reviews of how they tasted. And spoiler alert, they were all delicious.
Absolutely. So we did the smokeout sampler. So we got ready at the station, right? And then we headed over to Windy City Smokeout. God bless them. They're one of the easiest music festivals there's ever been to work with. I so appreciate them every time we have worked with them. They let us come in an hour before doors open.
Yeah.
So that way, and I love this, it wouldn't be a lot on the food vendors. They wanted to kind of take the stress off them so they weren't trying to be in the middle of service, right? So we handled all of our food at first. The Windy City Sampler, a smokeout sampler, was so fun. And I was looking, now there's a lot of good food there. So if you were a vendor and you weren't featured, I don't want you to be like, what?
She picked them all.
Okay.
She picked them all.
I tried to pick non-obvious items. So we all know there's brisket, there's pork, there's ribs, it's like top of the line there. But I wanted to point out things that were a little off the beaten path. Like we had Little Betty Smokehouse from Chicago, and she has like that Wagyu beef frank, and then we featured like a brisket elotes cup.
Wait, it was Lexington Betty's.
Lexington Betty's. So she.
I don't want to correct you in front of everybody.
Yeah.
But if we're gonna do
she
that,
had the Wagyu beef frank, and then we featured the green chili burrito from Little Miss Barbecue. So we had some really like fun, different things to go find that wasn't just straight up barbecue.
Banana bourbon delight.
Banana bourbon delight.
That
So a
was
play
really
on
good.
banana pudding, which was fantastic.
Man. And then brisket elotes.
Yes.
Oh,
yep.
you said
from
that right?
Panther City, but I did.
Oh, well, I was
Thank you for listening.
It was so good. I wanted to mention it twice, but all 4 items, I give you props because all 4 items were delicious. You really picked like the best of the best. So good. So our first segment with Fox, like on the ground at Windy City Smokeout, that's online right now and on socials, is the Smokeout Sampler, right? So go check it out. A lot of fun, and it was really, really cool to do that before the gates opened. You're right. And it was quieter. The band wasn't playing yet, and there weren't a lot of people. And so that was a really cool segment that we did. The second segment that we did was a thing called the Smokeout Showstopper.
Yes.
Explain what that is.
So we were just looking we wanted to find the best duo, okay? Yeah. So like the best, like I always make him match me. So we were kind of looking for that energy. But also just highlighting really cool, unique outfits. I'm sure you've seen like on TikTok or online that how people go all out for like the Cowboy Carter tour when they're going and stuff. I was really looking for some unique pieces and unique outfits. So
when we did this too, we anticipated being like a couple, a guy and a girl, like boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, kind of being a couple. We thought we'd pick like a couple to be our smokeout showstoppers, but that was not the case.
No, we ran into a mother-daughter and a young mother-daughter. She was like in her 20s, and she had, I think, a 13-month-old baby.
A baby.
Tiny little nugget, and they had these matching sundresses, and it was one of the cutest things I'd ever seen, and I'm like, where did you get these? Now I'm thinking custom order, handmade, expensive. She tells me Marshalls for these outfits. And when I tell you they were next level adorable, and I'm pissed off because I could have been at Marshalls this whole time getting matching outfits with the baby.
She said you're a girl and he's a boy, but she
so
said
what I could have a dress and he has like a little button up or something.
Okay. She said that they have a great mommy and me section at Marshalls. Yes. Who knew?
I didn't, obviously.
You didn't know. So we had the Smokeout Showstoppers. That was a lot of fun. Now, cue the cowboy hat. Why am I wearing a cowboy hat? Our third and final segment was the thing. We didn't really have a title for it, but it was basically what it is Kenzie when she wears these cowboy outfits, actually any outfit, she really goes.
I'm not just walking around in a lot of cowboy outfits. I just dress on theme.
Well, you had Morgan Wallen and now Smokeout, you know. So So anyway, so once you do Kenzie, like her closet, she like has a whole fashion show. When we do events, she shows out for sure. Okay. I have a problem matching that energy. We talked about it last episode. It's hard for me to kind of match that energy, especially now with the country music situation, because I don't think I look good in cowboy hats. I don't wear cowboy boots. I don't have the big chunky belt buckles. That's not really who I am. I'm a country guy who loves country, like more pop music, if you will. So I dress how I dress, baseball cap backwards, t-shirts, shorts, whatever, right? So the whole theme was like, all right, let's go. They had a vendor called Sattlers, like cowboy hats and whatever.
Sattlers.
Out of Texas. And they had a gazillion cowboy hats.
And like awesome ones. I wanted a couple.
The real deal. So we went to them and I told them that story. Like, my girl shows out with country music. I feel like a dork wearing a cowboy hat. He's like, I got you. And they kind of gave me a little cowboy makeover. And he put this cowboy hat on me, gave me a nice big old chunky belt. And I felt kind of stupid because I had trouble buckling the belt. And
listen, he's like, I don't really. And so the guy has to come in there. And my husband just kind of like, he looks like a 5-year-old. He's like sticking his pelvis out more while the guy buckles it. It looked like a father and son, like getting somebody dressed while he just sat there. He don't know what to do with his arms, belly sticking out. It was, and you could tell this guy's like, okay, like I don't think he wanted to get his hands in there, but he had to.
I felt really stupid in that moment. Thankfully, I don't think that part made the cut.
No.
Yeah.
I think they gave you both some grace there.
It was a very bad look. But the cowboy hat, so here's the deal. This is the one I wore on the show. And he actually gave it to me to bring home. And that was very nice of him.
I was like, well, I would love a cowboy hat. Like, I wanted
you get
one.
everything.
So?
You get stuff from Akira.
I didn't get a cowboy hat.
Like, Kenzie gets all the endorsements, all right? I can have one cowboy hat, please?
I just also wanted one.
I know you did. So he gave me this cowboy hat. I gotta say, I've always thought I look stupid in cowboy hats, all right? But I've been kind of wearing it around the house a little bit and like kind of looking in the mirror a little bit, and I kind of like how it looks. I really, really do.
It does look nice. But this is the first time, like, so Roman will tell you that he's so confident, so this.
Yeah.
But I actually kind of don't believe it, because sometimes the most vocal people about confidence are the ones that aren't, because you talk about it. Yes, because it's almost like you're trying to make up for it. A lot of times when people are very like, I'm like this, it means they're not.
So you think I'm insecure?
I do think you're insecure. And I noticed it a little bit. There's not necessarily a lot of moments in our life for you to be insecure about. We're just here with our family, whatever, right? But I noticed it a little bit because you came walking into Marino's room while I was changing him for the pool, and I was changed for the pool. Yeah. And Roman walks in, he has a swimsuit on, a shirt, and the hat on. And I smiled. I'm like, oh, you have your cowboy hat on. You're like, yeah, I think I'm going to wear it to the pool. And I go, okay, you should. And then we go downstairs, like, no, it's stupid. I can't wear a cowboy hat in front. I got like on his head, and I go, why do you care though? And he's like, because I'm gonna be at the pool and also wearing a cowboy hat, like it shine through. And I go, I wear stuff all the time that I'm sure people think looks ridiculous, but like I don't care. I wear whatever I want to wear.
Yeah.
I just don't care. I mean, we kind of talked about it in the last podcast. I know I got made fun of when I went out, but it's what I want to wear. I went out in it, and I go, you can't care. Like if you like the hat and you wanted to wear it to the pool, you can wear it to the pool. Who cares if a neighbor laughs? Fuck him. Fuck that neighbor. I don't care. I'll fight him.
You know, I always leave it to Kenzie for making our episodes explicit. So thank you very much. I got to go in there on the back end and put explicit, not clean. All right, whatever. I feel like we're losing listeners because of that too. Like, you know, we don't get the push that.
I mean, Call Her Daddy is like the #1 podcast in the world, and I promise you, it has an explicit logo on it.
Good point. By the way, I want to talk about that as well.
I know.
That's at the end. That's the finale. But all right. So the cowboy hat, I really do like the way it looks. Now about the pool, wearing a cowboy hat to the pool is weird because I've never once seen anybody of our neighbors. We don't live in Tennessee. We live in the suburbs of Chicago. So cowboy hats aren't being worn. Like, yeah, you wear cowboy hats to Windy City Smokeout. You wear cowboy hats to Morgan Wallen at Wrigley Field. You don't wear cowboy hats to the pool in the western suburbs of Chicago.
But I wear stuff. Okay, but you can at least give me credit for this. I really wear whatever I want. Like, what did you just see me buy the other day where you're like, that's insane? I'm like, well, I don't care. I'm gonna wear it.
She bought like a bridal hat. Okay. And I'm like, we're already married. Yeah. When do you plan on wearing this?
So let me tell you something. I was thrifting / antiquing, and I was at this place called Whatnots and Whimsies. Very cute. Oh, yeah. And it's basically like an antique store, right? And I'm there, and I see this super cute white hat. It's almost like a little bit old school. It has a bird cage in front of it, but I will pin that part up. And it has a big tulle thing behind it. And I'm like, I'm sure this was probably for a wedding dress, but when I put it angled on my head and pin it, it looks so fucking cute. Like, I don't care. And I'm like, what? I love tulle. Like, why do I have to be getting married to wear tulle? So I'm like, I'm going to wear this with, I think, one of my silky, I have like the exact silky button up or like corset top that I would wear. And then jeans and boots with this hat. And like, and I'm like, I want to wear it. It's just like a cool, like angled hat. And yeah, it has tulle in the back of it, but like Cindy, tulle.
What's tulle?
Tulle is like that big poofy fabric, like in like tutus.
Like the veil.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So like the big part, like, you know, in tutus have tulle, like all that.
Tutus. Oh, no.
Tutus.
Tutus. We have a restaurant by our house called Tutus.
Why would I be talking about that?
I don't know. But you're saying tools?
Tool, Tull. You've never heard of Tool?
No, never. I mean, a tool like a hammer.
No.
I never heard of a wedding veil being called a tool.
No, it's like there's tulle dresses, like big dresses. Like
I'm speaking
tutus
for all
are
the
made of
guys
tulle.
that listen to our podcast. They don't know what that is either.
You're making me sound crazy.
We are country boys. We don't know what
No,
tools
you're
are.
not a fucking. Listen, wear whatever hat you fucking want, but don't come over here like doesn't know how to farm. You can't even use a screwdriver.
Us country folk don't know what
No.
tools are.
You don't fucking irritate me. I want to burn the hat.
We know what tools are, like
Oh,
garden
you don't
hose.
know.
and stuff.
I am more likely to fix something in this house than you, and you
not
know
true.
that.
It's not
Unless
true.
it's electronics, you fix electronics, but like tools, not you. So tool, like the big poofy part.
Okay, right.
So I don't care. I bought it. He thinks I'm crazy, and I'm like, I'm gonna wear it. It's fucking adorable. I don't care.
Where and when would you wear it? Because if we got married again or renewed our vows, fine. And I also think maybe Kentucky Derby, it might be a hat thing. So
that'd be
whatever.
fun. Kentucky Derby.
Besides that, when?
I think if we got invited to like some people throw all white parties, so there'd be like a really cute headpiece.
P. Diddy used to do that. We're not going to a P. Diddy white party.
A lot of people throw all white parties.
I don't know anybody else. I know Diddy, that's it.
No. Sorry that you know Diddy. That's weird. And then I would just wear it because I feel like it. I think would be the other reason.
Okay.
Like, because it would look cute with my outfit. So it's definitely for something dressy. I'm not going to wear it to run errands.
Yeah.
It would be like a
Well,
dressed up event.
All right, so bringing it back to me for a second, when do you think I should wear, or when could I wear, when would it be acceptable to wear a cowboy hat besides like a country concert?
I mean, it's really for whenever you want. Like, because the main point is keeping the sun in your eyes. You know, if you do any yard work, Mr. Farmer, I'm excited to see the fruits of that labor of your new child.
I've been picking weeds.
You could wear it when you pick weeds. The whole point of the cowboy hat was to protect your face and stuff like that. You could wear it when you're working on stuff. You could wear it when we go to country concerts, obviously, or festivals. But you could wear it out. If you want to wear it out, then you wear it.
I really do like the way it looks. Like I'm really glad he offered it to me for free, which is super nice of him. I was like, no, I don't want to waste it. And then she goes, you better take it. And I was like, all right, cool.
Yeah, he goes, no. I'm like, what the fuck? Why would you, like, he makes this comment about I'm the only one with brand. He goes, well, you know what? I say yes when people offer me stuff. That's a big part of it.
All right, so yeah, am I insecure about it a little bit?
You totally are.
But I really am starting to like how it looks. And by the way, I love country music. It's my favorite music in the world. So it really kind of fits like Roman 2025.
Listen, a lot of like men who wear cowboy hats wear cowboy hats. They wear them when they dress up and go out for dinners.
Yeah.
They do wear them to the pool. Like men who are into them, like they wear them when they dress up because it's like a stylish thing.
But where we live, obviously we live together. You've never seen a cowboy hat anywhere we go. Restaurants, the mall,
But like, who
right?
cares? Okay, so if we went out though, we were at a restaurant and a guy was dressed nice and wore one. Would you be like, he looks like a dumbass? Or would you be like, oh, I wish I could pull that? Most of the time, when someone looks unique, but they look good in what they're wearing, somebody's actually thinking to themselves, I wish I could pull it off. And if they're making fun of you,
Yeah.
it's probably because they're insecure. And it's probably because whatever gender it is. So if somebody's making fun of me, like if a girl's making fun of me, it's because she's either insecure or thinks I look good in it and hopes that her man doesn't think I look good in it.
Right,
Okay. And
right.
then vice versa, right? Like a guy's like,
Yeah.
well, he looks stupid because you're in a cowboy hat. It's probably because you look good and he doesn't want everyone to think you look good.
I think another layer to that is that I am half Mexican. So I feel like I see a lot of Mexicans
you
wearing
are
cowboy hats.
the like original freaking ranchero, baby.
Yeah, so I feel like it's a little more authentic on me. I love country music. I'm half Mexican. I feel like I can kind of get away. So here's the deal. Because insecurity, not insecure, whatever. If you are watching this podcast on YouTube, comment and just be like, "Yeah, you should wear it." No, you shouldn't. I won't take offense either way. And if you're listening to the podcast, I mean this. DM me and be like, "Yeah, the cowboy hat looks cool," or "Nah, man, you want to
don't
stay
be
away from
asking
that."
for a bunch of people to DM you.
Okay, guys only DM me.
Are you
about,
insane?
Well, I'm saying like I want to get feedback on the fact. Does it
But
look
isn't
stupid?
my feedback enough? It's not.
Your feedback is all that matters.
But it's not, because I just told you it looks good, and you're like, everybody else in the entire world, if you could message me.
I'm trying to get engagement. Like DM, comment.
Oh, you want a bunch of comments? Well, DMs aren't that.
All right, forget the DM. Comment on the
Yeah, how
podcast
about that?
post publicly, so my crazy wife will not think I'm getting DMs from people, even though it's about the cowboy hat.
That's what it's about.
All right. So anyways, we had a really, really good time at Windy City Smokeout. It was awesome. It was a very, 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 very long day on Thursday. So long it felt like a Friday.
Yep.
And but it was well worth it, man. A live, almost hour show on Fox live in the studio was awesome. And then we got 3 great segments for streaming, for social media, for Fox, and for our socials. We felt really good about our first time with Fox.
It was absolutely awesome. Can I just say I had one more thing to do tonight, which will actually be on Fox next week for our appearance. So I did the morning show, Fox TV, then filmed for Fox ahead of time for them to create packages and content with. And then changed in my husband's car while he drove home because I went to the premiere of Beauty and the Beast, the musical for Broadway in Chicago.
Yes.
So I had one of the longest days of my life. That was absolutely incredible. I'm going to review that on Fox as well next week.
So here's the deal about that. Scheduling, right? So we get invited to different opening nights and premieres of musicals. Thankfully, we love our partnership with Broadway in Chicago. They're great. So it's just harder now that we have a little baby because if we both go somewhere, we need to get a babysitter. If one of us goes somewhere, we don't have to get a babysitter, right? Mm-hmm. So Beauty and the Beast came. We got the invite for Beauty and the Beast, and my girl loves Disney. She loves Disney. Like that's her thing. And so I mean, I would love to go see the musical, but I know she wants to see it more. So I was like, listen, like, if we both go, we got to get a babysitter. Why don't you just go with your cousin? Because her cousin lives out here as well. I go with your cousin. You guys have a real good time. I got the baby, no problem. And she's like, all right, cool. So no babysitter. And then Fox booked us like a week and a half later. And so we had to get a babysitter for like the entire day. But we couldn't also get a babysitter for the night. So
I was actually more like, I wouldn't have minded getting a babysitter for just the evening. I mean, I was actually so relieved because I would have hated getting a babysitter where neither of us were present the entire day. So it actually felt better about you not going. But my cousin puts me to shame when it comes to Disney. She's obsessed. Her brother's obsessed. He actually works for Disney Resorts. Like they are just, they're Disney AF.
Your family is very Disney.
She's babysat for us before. So it was a really cool thing where she was like, oh my gosh, yes, I felt like I was able to do something for her because she's done a lot for us.
Yeah, for sure. So you guys had a really good time. It was a very, very long day for you, long night.
Woo!
It was long for both of us, but it was longer for you.
Yes.
But we had a really, really chill weekend. It was cool because the weekend was chill for us, yet Fox kept pumping out our segments online because we did all that work on Thursday. So, all right. So
it was worth it to do. I would rather have one insanely long day.
Agreed.
And have one babysitter and all that, and then be able to recoup over the weekend, have all the time with our kids over the weekend instead of like a few hours each day, but we're busy every single day. We have time away from them every day. So that was really cool.
So we're excited. So how often are we on? It seems like Fridays we're kind of going to be previewing the weekends and everything. I'll tell you what, this podcast drops on Thursday. Tomorrow we're going to be on Fox as well in the studio. We're actually going to be interviewing O-Town, my guys O-Town, because they're performing in St. Charles on Saturday, July 19th, I believe is the date. So we are going to be interviewing them live on Fox the Friday before that, so the 18th. And then we're going to preview that whole like boy band tour that's coming to Chicago. And then we're going to preview the Renaissance Fair because the next day, the 19th as well, you are going to be going to the Renaissance Fair with Q101.
Yes, I have my Q101 appearance. I'll be out there from 11 to 1. So I am a Renaissance Fair psycho. I'm a Renaissance Fair nut. I love it. I love the history of it.
Yes, you do.
So I'm going to nerd out. I'm going to give you the full breakdown of everything you have to do while you're there on Fox. And I will be out there. So if you want to come see me this Saturday, I am going to be at the Renaissance Fair with Q101.
Again, that's Saturday, July 19th. And perfect example. I'm not going to that because it's her appearance, and then I can stay home with the baby and not have to get a babysitter. And then that night is O-Town in St. Charles, and she will stay home with the baby, so I can go to hang out with my boys O-Town.
But like, I kind of want to go to that.
I know you do.
I'm like, I never get to go.
This girl never wants to miss anything that I do. It's like we have to do it together.
I thought it would be so fun because we're gonna get dressed up. We can go get drinks. I don't know.
I don't think you guys even maybe know the backstory, but like I actually have been down with O-Town from day one. I was part of making the band.
Down with the town.
I was part of making the band, like the original making the band on ABC before. Y'all think it was on MTV. No, it was, but the original season was on ABC, and I auditioned out of 500 guys in Chicago at the Hard Rock Cafe. I was the only one they chose to fly down to Orlando for boy band boot camp, and out of 5,000 guys around the country, I was one of 25. I was top 25 finalists for O-Town. So I did not make the group. In case you guys didn't realize, I did not make the actual group of O-Town. But we all met from like day one down there, and we have stayed. Am I bothering you? Am I boring you? In case you're not watching us, my wife is yawning as I'm telling this story on our podcast. I'm sorry. Let's go back to talking about you. I'm so sorry. Let's tell more about your stories than my one story.
I was trying to hold it in. I had the little one.
You know we have a visual component to this podcast. And hold on a second. Normally, I'm like, my girl gets up early. It's the morning show. We're recording this on the weekend. You slept in heavily and you took a nap. There is zero reason why you should be yawning right now.
I'm sorry.
Jesus.
I'm sorry. No, it's not. It's an interesting story.
Oh, yeah. No, it sounds. You have reassured me that people are going to love this story.
No,
forget it. Yeah, I got cut from O-Town. The end. There you go.
I'm sorry.
Anyways, so we'll be interviewing O-Town live on Fox, and I'm looking forward to kind of talking to those guys again. I will try my best to make sure that my wife doesn't yawn in front of them because that would be super rude. Jeez.
You never just had to yawn before?
No, I'm so captivated by all your stories, and you always like really bring me in. But yeah, I tell one story about my past, and you just yawn.
No, sometimes I just can't help but yawn though. Like I could yawn on a roller coaster if
I've never seen you do
that. Well, we don't ride a bunch of roller coasters.
We don't. We did 19 one time. Like Six Flags Go to America.
I'm sure I yawned.
You did not yawn.
I'm sure I did.
All right. So yeah. So anyways, another morning with Fox. We're very, very excited, and we're not going to like bore you anymore about this, but if you can't tell, we're very excited about this partnership.
Absolutely.
Because who knows where it goes, you know? And I mean, it is our dream to do TV together. You know, my girl is thriving in radio right now, doing mornings, and I mean, it couldn't be going better for her. And you know, I've had a long radio career as well, but like TV is something that's still kind of new to us. You know, obviously we've won 3 Emmys with ABC. We're very, very thankful for those opportunities because of New Year's Eve, 4 years in a row. We had our own TV show on the Marquee Sports Network for a couple seasons, you know. But TV is still like, that's like uncharted territory, you know?
Yeah, it's an exciting area, even of like personal growth when it comes to working in media and broadcasting.
Yeah. One more question about this. Should I wear the cowboy hat on Fox tomorrow? No, I'm not. The answer is no. The answer is no.
I don't want to like kill your vibes, but probably not.
I want to talk about this really fast because today you put on social media, you announced that, well, I don't want to steer thunder. What did you announce today?
Oh, so from now on, in addition to, which apparently I should have put in the post, in addition to Q1 Monday through Friday mornings, I will be doing weekends in Atlanta at Q99.7. That's a top 40 station in Atlanta.
Yeah.
Love it. I love that city. So excited to be part of such a fantastic team.
Yeah.
And so from now on, you can hear me 7 days a week if you are interested in streaming me.
Kind of like me. I hear her 7 days a week.
Okay.
But the cool thing is, so I tell her, I go, because she is very humble. Like I will say, when something great happens to me, I like to share it with my followers and my family and my friends because, you know, Facebook and Instagram, like, yeah, we've built up a following, but also we have family on there and stuff like that. So I actually, you know, something happens like, years back, I got named All-Star, the 2020 All-Star Entertainment host here in Chicago, you know, and I did a big like announcement on social media, you know, because I was proud of that. Well, my girl is way more humble and doesn't like to talk about anything that's good in her area, right? So I'm like,
I never post. He'll be like, "Did you tell your family about da 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 da?" I'm like, "Nope."
Yeah,
I never say anything.
You don't even tell your family stuff, you know?
I just don't tell. I don't tell people anything about what I'm doing. If
you tell me.
Yeah, I tell you.
Yeah. And then I tell everybody.
Yeah, basically.
So I'm like, you should post that you're going to be on weekends in Atlanta because, like, A, it looks amazing because it is amazing. But 2, if you have followers in Atlanta, now they can hear you locally. It's a really cool thing. So she does it, and she wanted to write a short caption, so she wrote the caption.
I hate the super, like, I've only done it a few times in life when something's like a really big deal. But you know when somebody does like an essay about everything, like relax, you're doing a radio show. So like I get kind of like, I'm not gonna do that. Like I'm on in Atlanta by 8. Yeah. That's it.
So she posted that, but then she went to go take her nap. So she was gone for a couple hours.
Baby went down for a nap, Mama went down for a nap.
And so when she woke up, she goes, "Oh my God." A lot of people thought that she was leaving Q101 to go do weekends in Atlanta. Now, mind you, if you know radio at all,
I'm gone for like 2 hours.
Yeah, who's gonna think that you're leaving the morning show in Chicago just to do weekends in Atlanta? That's not what was happening.
I never thought, like, because I said, hey, I'm now gonna also like basically be on weekends in
Atlanta. You didn't say also.
I didn't, but I'm saying like, I'm Atlanta, like I'm doing weekends. I would have never thought, because I specified weekends. If I would have said, oh, I'm on Q99.7 now, I could see, but because I said weekends, I just thought that would be obvious.
Right.
But I woke up I mean, a million DMs, a million comments, because it was on Facebook and Instagram. It got shared to like a Q101, like they call it the crew members, like a fan page. They're having all these discussions about if it means I'm leaving or not. I'm like, I'm like, great. I'm probably gonna get in trouble now.
Oh my god! So, and actually, let me read something off my phone because this is really funny.
What?
Because you know how like Facebook does the AI like.
Oh, the AI description under every post, like those take me out. I will never not stop on an AI description of anything.
So on her Facebook post of her announcing her being on the air in Atlanta, what people are saying. Congratulations pour in as the radio host announces her new weekend gig on Q99.7. Some fans express relief she's not leaving her weekday morning show, while others speculate about her former co-host's future endeavors. Oh, wait, it changed.
Oh, did it change now?
Oh, it changed. Hold on. I texted you this so I can read it. Sorry. We don't edit our podcast, so like this is how it's going to be. But the AI has changed. It's crazy. This is what it says. So the same first sentence is, while others speculate about her weekday schedule and rumored drama with co-host Brian. So literally AI is like the rumored drama with her co-host.
Because I couldn't breathe because this is so funny because like we just kind of loved like attack Brian. It just makes it fun. So basically somebody was like, and it spiraled because somebody wrote, I think Brian's the problem because this would be his third co-host in a few years.
Right.
And other people started commenting. And it was, this poor Brian is just sitting at home on the weekend. And so I commented back when I was up finally. And I'm like, let me get to some of these comments. My bad, everybody. So I'm getting to the comments like, no, I used to work here. Sorry, whoopsie, whatever. And so I respond to him and I was like, no, I'm still going to be at Q101. I'm not leaving. I go, but Brian absolutely is the problem for sure. No, that's
it was
accurate.
So funny. You sleep for a couple hours, you come back, and the whole world
that
is
was a
turned
bad
upside
post
down.
and sleep.
Even your producer said he got blown up by people.
He was like, thanks a lot, guys. Like, I'm getting flooded. I'm like, it never even dawned on me that people would think that it meant I was leaving. I didn't.
So
think
you
that.
are doing mornings here in Chicago still.
Yes.
You're doing weekends in Atlanta.
Yes.
And you will have another announcement in the next couple weeks.
Yes.
So proud of you.
I'll be talking. Oh, thanks.
So one more funny story that's going to then turn into the Call Her Daddy drama. Okay.
Yeah.
So over the weekend, my girl really wanted to go to a really charming small town here in Chicago called Geneva. Mm-hmm. And so it was a Saturday morning and kind of late morning. And she's like, babe, I really want to go to this cafe and this like taco place and like go shopping with the baby. And I'm like, oh, okay. I'm like, well, the Cubs are on at 12:05. They're playing the New York Yankees. It's a really big series. And she's just like, but yeah, we watched the game yesterday.
Yeah.
And I'm
like
well,
we just watched that.
but every single game is different. Like, you know that, right? You do realize that.
Are they that different?
Yes. Well, let me tell you how different it is. On Friday, we lost 11-0. And on Saturday, we won 5-0. However, I saw none of it because we were shopping in Geneva, which was so fun.
Well, I'm not used to the game starting that early. So to be honest, like 12:05 is abnormally early for it to start.
But locally in New York, it was 1:05.
Right, I understand. But like, so I wasn't thinking that. So we get up and the baby actually slept in weirdly long.
Yeah.
He woke up at like 10. And because of that, I was like, oh, we could actually go out for like a brunch lunch because a lot of times he sleeps like from like noon to like 2:30. He's like sleeping. So we don't get to do that very often. We either have to leave really early or wait for dinner. And there's this place in Geneva. It's called Viva Cafe. It's a pop-up coffee shop with all these like really fun flavors. And it's attached to Bien Trucha, if anybody likes that place, which is like this awesome taco place. The alley in between them where you sit, and I really shouldn't say alley, just the space in between them where you sit, is like almost like Tulum themed. It's really pretty. So I've been dying to go out there. And in fairness, we've been busy at baseball, Trista's baseball, for like 3 months now.
This is the 25th episode in a row you brought up baseball.
Yeah, well, no, because the 25th episode has been involved in my life. But we finally had a weekend where we weren't at baseball, you know, like
or
doing
like
that,
traveling to Minnesota to see your family.
which we did once.
We've done it many times, but we did
Once
it last
during
weekend.
the baseball season. Right. So it was like our first weekend off, whatever. And I've been really, really wanting to go. So I was like, oh God, he woke up like later and we haven't eaten yet. That normally doesn't happen. If he wakes up late, maybe you've already had breakfast. Like It was just like, oh, it actually all kind of synced up. So I was all excited. And then it's like, oh, there's a baseball game. And I'm like, there's always a baseball game. Like when.
Yeah, it's just my favorite team in the world, and we're in a pennant race.
But they're like always on.
I know.
You know what I mean? They're like kind of like always on.
And then they just, in case you guys are scoring at home, we won the series against the Yankees 2-3. Very, very excited about that. You should be excited because now it's the All-Star break. So
amazing.
All right. So call her daddy. Before I get to the drama that has happened recently, the backlash against Alex Cooper and Call Her Daddy, we wanted to watch the Hulu documentary about, it's called Call Her Alex, right?
Is the name of it.
And I'll give my opinion first. I really like her. I think she's really sharp. It was really cool to watch her story. I didn't love the first, it's two parts. I didn't love the first part, which was very like, her background, her childhood. I mean, it's great, fine, but like I was kind of bored by it.
Can I just say this is such a man's thing? Because because men hate like details.
I was like, all right.
So he goes, well, how'd you come up with the podcast? We're like 5 minutes in. He's like, how'd you come up with it? I'm like, they're introducing you. He doesn't want all the details of anything.
We are heavy in media. You know, we are still kind of young with podcasting, but she's got literally one of the biggest podcasts in the world. And I was like, I want to see how it started and how it developed and her editing. I was really into like how the podcast became this gigantic thing, right? So the first part was whatever. Nice girl, nice family.
I think it was necessary. It's called character development. Yeah. So like, why would you care? Like, because it showed just how, it just showed a lot about her editing from when she was young, truly how talented she is in a lot of areas, like full ride to Boston for soccer.
Yeah.
Like I've actually known who Alex Cooper is for a while, and I'm not like an avid Call Her Daddy watcher, but I'm very aware of it. There's clips of it. I saw it when it first got introduced on Barstool because I was following Barstool. So I've been interested in what she's done, and it actually, why it's necessary, I'll tell you, because I gained even more respect for her because I didn't know all these other things she had accomplished, and I thought that was really cool.
Yeah. It was cool.
Yeah.
And I mean, again, nice girl and obviously very, very talented, very creative, you know? So then part two happens. Now we're finding out like the podcast, how it was birthed, how it, whatever. You made me laugh a lot because you're like, oh, I want to see part two because it's going to be inspiring for us to like, with our podcast and like growing. And then
our brand. I was excited.
We found out the long struggle that Alex Cooper had for Call Her Daddy. Why don't you explain what happened and how it made you feel?
So she was becoming a YouTube blogger, and then her dad suggested that she starts this podcast, and she decided that a good niche would be women talking about sex because she was really open with it.
Right.
So she does this raunchy podcast. She uploads the first episode, and Dave Portnoy from Barstool reaches out to her on her first episode.
and offers her a 3-year contract at like $70,000 per year.
And I mind you, we watched the whole first half and I was amped up. I'm like, I want to see how she did it. You go, girl, whatever. This is like 10 seconds into the next episode and I go, what a bitch. I don't want to listen to the rest of it.
I mean, for real, she puts up her first episode. She puts it up by herself and then she gets a 3-year deal offer from Barstool Sports or Barstool, whatever.
Now, good for her. It was a good idea. I'm not saying that, but like, son of a bitch, a lot of people have good ideas. The Squid Games guy, it took him 10 years for someone to pick up his script. Yeah. Good ideas aren't always initially recognized regardless. Like, hey, okay?
To make you feel a little better,
what?
We came out the gate swinging with our podcast being presented by Cumulus Media.
Yeah.
Okay.
They didn't offer $70,000 a year.
We don't discuss financials, but no, we're not making $70,000 a year. But yeah, it was a little like, yeah, again, she came up with
literally went, what a bitch. Like initially.
She came up with the idea and I'll give her credit, man. There was definitely a niche and
it was a great idea.
And an open space for like women who talk dirty.
And good for her. She edited the whole thing on her own. Yeah. Like she wasn't like, I don't know how, like she figured it out. She edited. Okay. Etc.
So I actually, after watching the documentary, I was like, I like Alex Cooper. I really do. Her and her boyfriend have her husband, right? They have a really cool vibe going on. He's like her business partner. I can kind of relate to that.
They're so soulmates, and I love it.
She went on this like live podcast tour. Like I'm really rooting for her. I was like, okay, I don't listen to the podcast, but I like her. Yeah. And good for her she's making, her Spotify deal was $60 million. Her Sirius XM deal is like $125 million. I mean, again, great.
And and what people don't realize, Call Her Daddy is like 5 years old. Mm-hmm. So first episode picked up by Barstool, 3-year deal. Then the next deal, which she gets out of early because it blows up so much when it's on Barstool. So she didn't do the 3 years. Dave Portnoy, when they went in to renegotiate because she was making the company millions, said, give me 1 more year on this contract, then I'll allow you to own it. Yeah. Okay. Then next deal, 60 million Spotify. Next deal, 125 million. It's been fucking 5 years. Yeah. That's insane.
Well, it's been a year and a half for us, so we'll see. We'll see.
No, we're trending that very quickly in that direction. Now she has her own company. And I'm like, well, maybe she'll put us on there.
Yeah, maybe Alice Cooper will listen to this podcast and see like this couple thing is really cool. Maybe
it's a vibe. I'm going to reach out to her. I'm going to DM her. I DM everybody, you guys. I don't care.
Absolutely. Well, if you're going to send her a clip, stop the clip right now. Because this next part of the clip is she's not going to like it. I am a diehard Cubs fan. I live, breathe, sleep Chicago Cubs. Wrigley Field is my second home. I love it. It's spiritual. It is a sacred place. Mm-hmm. Alex Cooper was invited to sing the 7th inning stretch at Wrigley Field. It's a gigantic honor, okay? Harry Carey made it very famous back in the day. And then when he passed away, unfortunately, they invited celebrities and other people, media people to kind of do it. Here's a weird flex. I've done it twice. Very, very honored to have done it twice. Like, dream come true. Brought my dad to the press box when I did it one time. Like, that just doesn't happen to a kid from Bloomingdale, right? It was awesome. So it's a gigantic honor to sing the 7th inning stretch. Alex Cooper gets invited. She brings 2 girls that are like background dancers, I guess. I don't
They were her friends from the show.
Oh, were they? Okay.
She didn't hire background
dancers. I don't know. Like then she grabs the mic. Again, huge honor. Wrigley Field, Chicago Cubs, sold out stadium. And she performs a bit and she sings the song really, really weird. They do dances and the Cubs fandom booed her. They booed her heavily. I was putting Marino to bed and I put my earbuds in, what do they call it? AirPods. I put them in and I'm rocking them to sleep and I'm like, oh my God, they're booing the hell out of her. Like at first I'm like, what is this? She said her voice is so weird. And then I'm like, and then they're booing her. And then when I put Marino down, I went on Twitter and I was able to look at the video.
Right,
and I'm like,
you didn't see the dancing and all that was going on.
And I'm like, she was performing a bit in Chicago. They did not check for that. They booed her tremendously. She caught some major backlash on all social media. I see a million TikTok videos of people bashing her for doing that. Like, how tone deaf could you be? I hated it because
I think tone deaf is a stretch.
I really like her, and I liked her after watching the documentary. I was like, how dumb could you be to do this stupid bit at Wrigley Field?
Well, first off, I don't know how into Wrigley she is or the Cubs she is or anything or baseball. Baseball's not her sport. She's huge into soccer. Okay.
So she's athletic and she's got a husband as well. That somebody should know something about.
Right. Somebody should. So here's the thing. The song's already fun. It's already a fun thing. It's enough to sing it and have a fun time.
Yes.
She's a creative person. She's always trying to come up with something like new, unique. Even her podcast tour, most podcast tours are a live version of your podcast. Right. She made a show.
She did, yeah.
It wasn't a live version of her podcast. She's like, no, I want to do something different. She's always trying to be unique. She's always trying to be different. She's always trying to give somebody like more bang for their buck, right? There was no ill intention for what she was doing. And at the end of the day, like, she's singing a song. It's a fun song. The problem is somebody should have been like, honestly, this doesn't need a creative spin. Not everything in the world needs it, right? And I heard like my co-host on my morning show, Q101, made the comment, oh, she got what she wanted out of it. She wanted attention. I don't believe that at all. I think she thought she was just being silly and having fun, and that would be it. I don't think she was like, I'm going to do this controversial thing, because I'll tell you what, she's had some big interviews with big people.
Yeah, right.
I don't feel like she's necessarily huge on clickbait response. Like, she's very women empowerment. Like, it doesn't mean that things she says don't get clicks because she's interviewing people. But she's not rage bait. I don't feel like she is that way. I feel like she's very honest.
I agree. I don't think she was doing it for like controversy.
No, I don't either.
I think she just planned a really, really stupid bit, and no one was there to tell her like, hey, Cub fans are gonna like this, and it's an honor to sing, the 7th inning stretch.
Right. If she would have went out there and just had fun and just sang it, she would have been. It didn't need to be the dancing thing, because she started laughing really hard, and then she was missing words and stuff, and it was. Yeah, it was like a little bit of a bummer.
It was a lot of bummer.
Yeah.
Again,
I felt bad for her because, again, intention means a lot. I only get mad when people get all angry at stuff. I really try to go, okay, but what was the intention? I've always said that even in like a relationship, did somebody do something that was just not the best judgment and really wasn't trying to do it? Or were they like, I don't give an F about this. I think it's stupid. So I don't feel anger towards it because I think her intention was totally just trying to do something really fun. There's no reason to be mad. And the people like, relax, bigger things could happen, just chill. But I do think there should have been somebody on her team that's like, this one doesn't need to be a bit.
Yeah.
You're like, it's just fun to be here. Let's just have a fun time.
Yeah.
Say hi to everybody. Like she could have used that.
Yeah, I mean, I took it more serious because I am a diehard Cubs fan, and I just think that it's an honor to do that, and I really, I do still like her, but I liked her a lot more before she pulled that at
But
Wrigley
you
Field.
see, you're falling into like I'm gonna call it Gen Pop right now, general population. You cannot. Like, imagine how many things everybody in the world could be canceled for. If everything you ever did or said got broadcasted, we'd all be canceled or be annoying or look dumb at one point. So you're lucky if it had a camera in your face for everything. She started at a very young age. She's young, right? Doing all this stuff. This, like, mistakes happen. Not the best judgment, again, especially without ill intent. This isn't like, guess what she said to somebody or called somebody. It's like, you can't cancel people for like, she thought she may do something that people thought was really silly and cute.
Well,
okay,
to
like
be
that's
clear,
not cancelable.
I don't think she should be canceled at all,
Right.
and she won't be. I mean, it wasn't like she's like cursed or whatever. I don't know. Well, she didn't like insult. Like I said, intention wasn't bad of like her insulting an entire like religion, right?
Yeah.
But so I don't think she should be canceled at all. But I'm saying like my opinion of her, I really liked her. And then this happened to my favorite team and my favorite place, and I was really turned off by it. I really was.
Right. You know what I try to do every time somebody does something like this, because I work in media, you work in media, all these things. I want to treat people the way that I would want to be treated. If I did something because I thought people would really enjoy it, and again, without ill intent, there's a difference between hurting people and saying things that are obviously stupid. Would I want everyone to all of a sudden turn on me, or would I be like, can't you just realize it was an accident? I didn't know, and it was a gate. Like, that's how I'd want people that I care about in my life to be treated. And so that's how I then choose to treat people.
I hear you. That's great. That's awesome. Yeah. So, and Alex, if you are listening to our podcast because you're trying to like figure out should you sign us or not, hopefully what I've said has not ruined that, because I did really like you a lot.
If it has, and you only want to sign me,
hey, whatever.
I'm okay with that.
Hey, your money is my money. My money is your money. So whatever it takes. All right. Well, thank you so much for checking us out here on the Romance Podcast. And again, you can see us on TV now. It seems to be kind of every week over at Fox 32 Chicago. As always, we are social media heavy. So at Kenzie and Roman, you will see all of
You
our...
can find us.
You can find us. We do not hide out. We are easy to find. But one more time, remember this. You cannot spell romance without Roman. Yeah. Alex, you like that? It's a good tagline, right?
Stop it.